Hello, my bettalicious country people. How una dey? This is MAUREEN'S Backup TV. My people agree to una according to una time. My country people, I go dey react to this video, my people. Things dey occur concerning this GBT and the mago when e dey go on for this election. My people, oh, I no go fit talk this thing. Make una watch this video. You to the revolution won't happen for Naija, oh, my people. Make we sit down, make we tanda, make we watch this video together, and make we come back to come touchlight everything. My people, make we watch.
Fellow Nigerians, my name is Comrade Timi Frank. I'm a defender of democracy, and I want to use this opportunity to call all lovers of democracy, locally and internationally, to come to the aid of the Nigerian people. The election that was held in Nigeria on the 25th of February practically has been the most fraudulent election since the existence of Nigeria. We remember President Muhammad Buhari has been promising Nigerians for the past few months that his government was going to conduct free, fair, and credible election. We remember President Buhari has been assuring the international community that the election in Nigeria was going to be free and fair. But suddenly, today we are mourning democracy in Nigeria. Today is a dark day of our democracy. Today is a sad day of our democracy. That what President Muhammad Buhari promised Nigerians is not what he's doing. That what President Muhammad Buhari promised the international community is not what he's doing. Today, this election that was conducted on the 25th of February under the watch of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has practically become the most fraudulent election in the history of Nigeria. This is an election that Nigeria's taxpayers' money was used to conduct. Over $2 billion. This is the most expensive election in the world. But today, what was the outcome? The outcome was the biggest disappointment, that the will of the people was not allowed to reflect in the ballots. What we saw was allocation of votes by the Inèç, by the electoral body, to the ruling party. This is not what Nigerians voted for. Nigerians did not vote for continuation of APC. And I want to remind all Nigerians that what has transpired today in Nigeria, if we keep quiet as a people, we will regret to live this day. It's a dark day of our democracy. It's not all about Atiku Abubakar. It's not all about Peter Obi of the Labour Party. It's not all about Rabi Musa Konkoso. It's all about the Nigerian people. Our destiny must be given to us. Nigerians came out in mass to vote for a new Nigeria. Nigerians came out to vote to change a party that has killed young Nigerians. But unfortunately, this so-called election that President Muhammad Buhari promised that was going to be free and fair, sadly, is the worst. And we must not accept this result. We must do everything within the ambit of the law to challenge the ruling party, to challenge the Inèç, that this is not what we voted for. And I want to use this opportunity to appeal to the President of the United States of America to come to our aid, to save our democracy. President Joe Biden, with all urgency, I use this medium to appeal to you, to reach out to you, to the American government, to do everything to call President Muhammad Buhari together, to order, to ensure that this election that has conducted on the 25th must not stand, because it does not reflect on the people of Nigeria, the wish of the people of Nigeria. I use this opportunity to call on the UK Prime Minister not to recognize this election result that is about to declare by the Inèç. I use this opportunity to call on the EU, the European Union, to do same, and the United Nations. Nigerians, this is time for you to fight to defend democracy. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Whatever Nigeria does, every other African continent, every other African country, we want to do same. And this is not a good legacy we're about to leave for Africans. And I want to remind you, President Buhari, that he's going to go down in history as the worst president, not just in Nigeria, but the worst president in Africa, and the worst president that has conducted the most fraudulent election in Nigeria. If you allow this to stand, Nigerians cannot accept a man that has been accused allegedly for drug issue in the US. We cannot have a drug president in the Nigerian country. So I appeal to Nigerian people home and abroad to stand up for their rights, to defend democracy. This is the time we must stand to say no to imposition, no to impunity. Because of us we are concerned, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has sold the will of the people to the ruling party. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu did the same thing in 2019. When the PDP won, he closed his eye and declared President Buhari as president against the will of the people. In 2023 again, the same man has sold our mandate to the highest bidder in conniving with the security agencies. The imposed result on Nigerian people. A man today that they are about to declare as the president-elect of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, lost in Lagos State. Bola Ahmed Tinubu lost in his main origin of Osun State. How come such kind of a man has won most part of the north? How come such kind of a man has gotten 25% requirement in the south and the southeast, where APC is not known? Nigerians must reject this result. We must not allow this result. We must do everything to defend democracy, and we must say no to impunity and no to imposition. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Including results. But by 7 a.m. this morning, some people reported that INEC was no longer uploading, and whatever INEC uploaded overnight or yesterday night had disappeared out of about 20,000 results that was, submitted yesterday after the end of polls. Do you have any information in this regard about the uploading of results?
Okay, after I spoke, somebody from that end were trying to defend INEC. Actually would have loved to defend INEC, because when we saw Beavers and the electoral out of year 2022, we were overjoyed. And when we followed that number of 6th of November year 2021, when we saw results uploaded on time in Oka, and when we followed to Ekiti, 18th of June year 2022, and July of Osun State governorship election, by midnight, by 9 p.m. actually, the results are over 98% have been uploaded. In Oka, with all the security challenges, in Ekiti, in Osun last July, then the person defending INEC, is it a compromised INEC personnel that made INEC not to upload the result of elections of yesterday? So I just want to put the questions on the table, because you can defend INEC all you care, but the things we saw in the field yesterday, and we were getting reports, even those who are not our observers, thinking that there is a way we can help them. And we were calling INEC, we want to escalate the issues. They were not picking calls on like in the past when they do. So we can defend INEC. When INEC did well in Osun, we didn't hesitate to defend them. When they uploaded the result to their result portal, we did not hesitate to defend them. But when you saw what went on yesterday, and you still to defend INEC, you are enemy of Nigeria. And the observer groups that are observing and thinking they are protecting INEC, they are Yahoo observers. And because they do not know that this democracy costs blood. I said they are Yahoo observers.
No, are you talking about CDD? I specifically mentioned Center for Democracy and Development. Are you calling them Yahoo observers?
Whether it's the CDD that is even partnering with Arise or other observer groups, any observer group that says, no, INEC perform well with any grammar they use on it, it's a Yahoo observer. Because we saw reports from citizens themselves, and we saw citizens who come out to vote who went back home after 9 p.m. without starting INEC or materials across the country. And you now come and sit down, you that didn't even visit any polling unit. I say everything was okay. INEC, tried, and others. Okay, is it how we came here? The people who formed the first observation group, TMG, were those who fought for democracy. It wasn't cheap. It was gotten by the blood of Nigerians in the streets of Lagos. And people who are looking for whom to endorse and call themselves observer group. And comes that observing for INEC, for government, for political parties and candidates. And come after seeing what people went through yesterday. With all the crisis of no money, insecurity, kidnappings and everything happening. And you have confidence to say that this INEC performed. You are enemy of Nigeria. And my Bible told me in the second book of Téñsìòn, chapter 1, verse 6, God, it is a righteous sin unto God to repair with tribulations them that trouble us. How can you confidently say that the thing that happened yesterday, in my polling unit very close to Sun City in Abuja, they were voting till 9 p.m. They were voting. It was even this morning we saw results. Our observers slept in the polling units in Abuja. And you have confidence to say everything is all right. Then there is something wrong with you as a person. And as a group, there is something fundamentally wrong with you. So I am actually saying it's not only CDD. Any other mercenary group or Yahoo group that said INEC did well yesterday, and INEC, you did not do well. You are a big disappointment. You need to do well in this election, uploading of election result, because that is what will determine whether we will accept this your result or reject it. Because we have been in the field. We fought for this democracy. We cannot allow anybody or institution to come and take us for a ride. We are not jokers. We fought the military without anything. We will fight INEC. We will fight INEC. We cannot take it. So the other want, they even uploaded result. Suddenly they create it up to go and manufacture their own. Whatever they are doing, we are watching. And our press conference this morning centers also on this uploading of results. Many of their personnel refuse to even upload the result or pass it according to the law. The law says you must pass it. They refuse to pass it. And is it a political party that bought them? Nobody bought them. The way they were behaving yesterday was somebody that they was calculated, well-intentioned, organized crime to ensure that citizens are denied their vote and voice.
Okay, ma'am. We'll come back to you shortly. That's what I saw yesterday.
And many people saw it in the field yesterday.
We'll come back to you shortly. And let's bring that conversation now